Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Whoa. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to Snow Plow video part 2. I have decided to make my own remote control for the snow plow. So let me show you what I've been busy doing over the past 3 or 4 days, accumulating parts and 3D printing my own handle. It's pretty cool. Check it out. I've decided to actually fabricate my own remote. So what I have been doing is I've been busy 3D printing and designing. And I've decided to 3D print this box right here. Here it is, and then we're going to go to the CAD. I'll show you guys the CAD stuff. This is the box I printed, and the intent is to have it in your hand like that. And then here is my first attempt at the front-facing plate. Now this guy even put the word snowplow in it. And this guy here is going to go on the top of the unit like this. And they're going to go like that. And the intent is to have the wires coming out of the back, and this will be my handheld control like this with buttons. So the buttons I ordered off of Amazon. I ordered a whole bunch of these buttons right here. You can see. I think it came in a pack of 20 something. Now apparently they're rated for 3 amp. Not really sure if they're rated for 3 amp or not. I suspect I'm going to need about 3 amp. So anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to assemble it with these, and if they do burn out, if they decide to burn out, well then that's just fine. I have many replacements, so that's good. And then I also had to purchase some diodes. Now apparently on Amazon you can't purchase 1 or 2 diodes, you have to buy 50. So here are all the switches that I bought. It came in a pretty big bag, like I said. And I don't know, they look okay quality, I'm not quite sure. It came with all the lock washers and the nuts. And then of course I have a bag of 50 diodes. Not really sure what I'm going to do. Now, a non-electronics expert, I do know what diodes do. They allow power to flow one way from the cathode to the whatever ode. And for this, and I'll explain that to you in a second. All right, here we go. I've got my temporary test unit all wired up. It's pretty ugly, but everything is soldered. Those little micro switches are really hard to solder, and the reason why this is just going to be a test plate is because I don't have enough space to thread these little lock nuts onto the back of the switches, so that I can actually secure them in nice and solid. So that's why this is just going to be a temporary plate. I may still use the original box and just redo the plate a little bit, but so it's not really pretty. Everything is soldered other than, well, you can see my diodes. I have the diode leaving here. So I got 2 diodes, and that's going to work very well. So let's put this together and then see what we can do. See how we'll go out there and we'll give it a shot. All right, welcome inside, and I'm going to show you guys the software that I'm using to do the 3D modeling. So it's Fusion 360 by Autodesk. Now, learning the software was a little bit of a learning curve there for sure. I would say it probably took me a good week before I could print off my first model, just following tutorials. YouTube again for tutorials is fantastic. This guy right here, Andrew Kennedy, so his YouTube channel is Product Design Online. I'll leave the link down below in the description. Very clear, precise when he's explaining stuff, very easy to understand. I used
probably, I'd say 90% of his videos, and watch them over and over and over and over and over again. So there is many hours in learning how to do the 3D modeling. I'm still just a novice, not very good at it, but proficient. I can design stuff, as you can see. So the software right here, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to open up my drawing that I did. So here it is here, Plow Remote. You can see that's the 3D version of it. That's what it was supposed to look like, or what I was hoping it was going to look like. Even when I rendered it, it does look pretty close to what I was looking for, I'm sure, except for the colors. You notice the buttons are pretty close to what I actually used, and that is because I did find the buttons online and they had all the technical data on Amazon for them, so that worked out pretty well. So I'm just going to show you guys what we have to do. I wanted to redesign the top plate because it is a little bit too thick. Now to do that, we're just going to shut off some of the other elements that are part of it. So you see here I got the buttons, I can shut the buttons off, and that way there, those guys are gone. You can see the inside of the box. And we can also, we're going to be removing the main housing, and those are the supports that did not print on my last box, so that was my bad. Gonna have to get those printed. So we're going to remove these bodies here, and that leaves us just with the face. I'm going to make this section here a little bit thinner because I do need some, I need more spacing in between here. I forget what the measurement was on this guy here. I think it was, it's 5.5 millimeters thick, and I think that's probably pretty good for the inside, of the thing. Sorry, not for the inside, but I think that's good for the outside and the overall thickness. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to maybe put a rectangle in here and then bring it in a little bit. So let's flip this guy around. Let's go to the bottom, upside down. We're going to draw a rectangle. My first design had these holes because the intent was to screw in from the top. That's not going to be a thing anymore. I'm going to be screwing in from the sides. So I'll be coming in from the side of it like that. So when we get the box in there, I'm just going to be putting holes through the side of the box here and here, and the screws will be going in this way, like this. So I'm going to on the actual face, this face right here, I'm actually going to be dropping some little rectangles down here, and I'm going to use those to drill through and secure my screws. So that's next.
Going to temporarily secure the trim plate on with some screws because I don't have, on this version of the box that I printed, I don't have the supports that we're supposed to print, but I'll show you guys the mistake I made on that when when we go inside and I show you on the computer how I designed it. All right, I think we're ready. We'll try it. It's not very secure, but looks good, doesn't it? All right, so let's go give this a shot. Come on. What else is there to say, but wow. So that worked. Little gamble paid off. So on the next video I will show you guys the final product. I'm going to do a second print of the actual housing, and we're going to try and make a new one, and then I'll do a little bit better of soldering and stuff, but we'll get to that. So yeah, stay tuned if you want to see part 3 of this video, and I'll show you how I maybe run the cables through the firewall and have it operational. Thanks for watching, and remember, if I can do it, anybody can.